Tēnā koutou katoa. On the weekend, I invited people in our church to participate in the Baptist annual prayer and self-denial appeal, which is a fundraiser for New Zealand Baptist Mission. And it's a call for prayer. And I said there is a time of crisis for mission right now. And that some commentators are saying that the COVID crisis around the world has taken a blowtorch to our methods for mission internationally. But I want to talk this morning about the question of self-denial. Jesus said this, he said, if anyone wants to follow him, we must give up our own way and take up our cross and come after him. That's in Matthew 16:24. And in Luke 9 is a very similar passage, but it adds the word daily, that we are to take up our cross every day. And in each, Jesus adds that anyone wants to give up their life for his sake, then that life that they give up will actually be saved. It's quite extraordinary language that he speaks about. And in Matthew, Jesus asks, is anything worth more than your own soul? And what would it value you? What would be the value of gaining the whole world but losing one's own soul? Very, very powerful words indeed. All of a sudden, taking his way and not our way seem relevant. And after all, it's not a statement about earning one's salvation. It's about salvation changing our motivations and why we do things. But Jesus went much further than that. Even that, he used the words, take up our cross, which is startling, to say the least. Taking up one's cross is to completely surrender our life into his life. It's to be prepared to lose it for his sake. The cross is the symbol of the Christian church, globally, of course. Always has been, and one does not take up a cross lightly. Our Master's words here are provocative and disturbing and challenge our faith. Nothing too comfortable about carrying one's own cross, and ultimately, of course, our Lord Jesus carried his own. In the Bible, Paul talks about taking up his cross and dying daily, and the sense of koinonia, of fellowship in suffering, in the path and in the followership of Jesus. So in all of that context, some self-denial seems quite satisfactory perhaps. And how can we do it? How can we deny ourselves in order to raise some funds for mission? We do it essentially by fasting. We can fast some meals if this is medically safe for you. You can fast some pastimes. You can fast some entertainment or fast some treats and donate the funds you save. In the Old Testament, Daniel, for example, fasted from choice meats and ate vegetables and was staying away from unclean, in terms of Old Testament thinking, unclean foods. We can fast extras or television or Netflix. Fasting in these senses is always best by replacing the time saved by time in prayer and deliberate intercession for mission and for our workers around the world. This is the challenge of prayer and self-denial. They belong together, and we want you to put them together. Not that prayer is to be unpleasant or only done on starvation rations or no rations at all, but self-denial is more meaningful. Prayer is meaningful when we have denied ourselves and actually sacrificed the time to pray. It is a sacrifice. We're not asking for some contemporary kind of asceticism. Prayer is the context. It's deliberate, it's rewarding, it's costly. And the prayer part, maybe that's harder than the fasting part. I encourage you to fast something over these next 3 weeks and pray more deliberately for mission. No vain repetition. Jesus told us to avoid that. God bless you all.